Honorable Speaker, I beg to give notice that the Senate adopts the report of the Standing Committee on Devolution and Intergovernmental Relations on its inquiry into the state of governance in the county government of Garissa arising from a statement sought by Senator Abdul Haji, MP, laid on the table of the Senate on Wednesday, the 28th May 2025. I beg to lay.
Senator for Nandi, the Honorable Samson Chirange.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I beg to give notice of the following motion, that welfare of interns working under the Public Service Commission, that aware that the Public Service Commission has provided internship opportunity to many youths in various government departments and agencies for a period of not exceeding 1 year pursuant to guidelines and management of public service internship program October 2019, appreciating that since its inception, the internship program in Kenya has been instrumental in providing practical experience to graduates and enhance employability, offering networking opportunities, and has on a number of occasions led to full-time jobs to graduates. Concerned that internship opportunities are limited in number, skewed in distribution across the government departments and agencies, lack clear pathway to permanent employment, have inadequate opportunities to skills development due to the shortage duration that are offered, and that the stipend offered to PSC interns is insufficient, with an average stipend ranging from 15,000 Kenya shillings to 30,000 Kenya shillings per month, which is not sustainable, especially to interns living in major cities like Nairobi, Mombasa, Eldoret, and Kisumu, where the cost of living is too high. Now, therefore, Mr. Speaker, sir, the Senate resolves that the Cabinet Secretary for Public Service and Human Capital Development, in consultation with the Public Service Commission, reviews the guidelines to the Public Service Internship Program of October 2019 with a view to, 1, increase the stipend offered to interns to cushion them against the high cost of living, and 2, put in place mechanisms to promote and reward innovation by the interns. I thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Next order. Now, honorable senators, before the clerk calls the next order, allow me to make this communication. Bishop Murgo, Reverend, kindly take your seat. He is a man of God, all the same, nevertheless. Now, honorable senators, I would like to acknowledge the presence in the public gallery this afternoon of visiting teachers and students from Frithov Eugene Bice Academy in Kajiado County. The delegation comprises 25 teachers and 73 students who are in the Senate for a one-day academic exposition. Honorable senators, in our usual tradition of receiving and welcoming guests to Parliament, I extend a warm welcome to them, and on behalf of the Senate and my own behalf, wish them a fruitful visit. I will ask the Senator for Nairobi City County under 1 minute to extend. Oh, okay. Senator Seki, the senator who was elected by many people, if I recall. You may proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I want also to join you to congratulate and welcome a student from Kajiado. Want to wish you well and welcome you to the Senate of Kenya. And I believe that you will learn much more in this session until when you leave this place. Otherwise, thank you very much for coming to take note on these issues that are being taken in this Senate. And I believe as you go back home, you will have a story to tell to your fellow students and pupils, and definitely we'll join hands together as we come back to Kajiado and say hi to you in Kajiado and even outside here. But I think it is good that you came. Otherwise, thank you very much. This is Senate. We are almost 3 of us here. Delegation of 3, Mheshimiwa Mundet and Mheshimiwa Peris Tobiko. But I'm the elected senator from the people of Kajiado. Thank you very much.
Next order, clerk.
Order number 7, questions and statements.
Senator Hamida Kibwana, statements pursuant to Standing Order 52-1. That statement is dropped. Statements pursuant to Standing Order 53-1. The Honorable Senator Essi Okenyuri.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. A request for statement on the challenges arising from the upgraded ticketing and queuing system at the Nairobi National Park. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Trade, Industrialization and Tourism on a matter of national concern on the implementation of a new ticketing and queuing system by the Kenya Wildlife Service at Nairobi National Park, rolled out on the 5th of February 2025. Mr. Speaker, sir, although introduced as a pilot initiative to improve efficiency and streamline visitor access, the system has resulted in prolonged delays, visitor dissatisfaction, and concerns over possible misconduct by staff. These challenges, if not addressed, may negatively affect our tourism revenue and Kenya's image as a preferred wildlife tourism destination. In the statement, the committee should therefore address the following. 1, the rollout and technical implementation of the upgraded ticketing and queuing system at Nairobi National Park, including the objectives of the pilot phase and how it was structured. 2, the reasons for the continued delays and inefficiencies experienced by park visitors since the launch of the system, identifying whether these are due to technical, operational, or human resource challenges. 3, reports or investigations into cases of misconduct involving KWS staff, particularly concerning irregular entry procedures. 4, the impact of the new system on visitor numbers, satisfaction and revenue collection at Nairobi National Park since February 2025. And finally, the internal assessment and feedback mechanisms established by KWS to monitor system performance and the steps being taken to resolve the current inefficiencies and ensure a smooth visitor experience going forward. Senator Okenyuri Esther, thank you.
Senator Richard Onyonka.
Mr. Speaker, thanks for your indulgence. Mr. Speaker, I would like to request for a statement on the criteria for the designation of diaspora polling stations globally. Mr. Speaker, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee of Justice, Legal Affairs and Human Rights on a matter of international concern regarding the criteria used in the designation of polling stations outside our country, Kenya. Mr. Speaker, the Independent Electoral Boundaries Commission is required by Article 88(4) of the Constitution and Regulation 34 of the Election Voters Registration Regulation, which was done on 2012, is responsible for ensuring continuous registration of Kenyan citizens locally and abroad. In the statement, Mr. Speaker, the committee should address the following: the criteria applied in the choice and appointment of locations for polling stations globally during the coming elections. Mr. Speaker, number 2, the procedures for voter registration, voter education, and casting of votes by diaspora citizens, including provisions in place for ensuring transparency, accountability, and access to information for Kenyans abroad regarding their eligibility, voting rights, and where polling stations are going to be located in their areas. Mr. Speaker, I would like to say thank you for giving me this opportunity to ask these questions about our members of the diaspora. Thank you, sir.
Next order. Now, honorable senators, if you look at your order paper, order number 8 to 13, these orders are up for division, and therefore we'll call them at once. Proceed to ring the bell, and then proceed to do divisions. Clerk, proceed to call those orders.
Order number 8, motion. The report of the Standing Committee on Finance and Budget on the county government's additional locations cash disbursement schedule for the financial year 2024-2025 division. Order number 9, the division of revenue bill, National Assembly bills number 10 of 2025, second reading division. Order number 10, the sports amendment bill, Senate bills number 33 of 2024, second reading division. Order number 11, the sports amendment number 2 bill, Senate bills number 45 of 2024, second reading division. Order number 12, the creative economy support bill, Senate bills number 30 of 2024, second reading division. Order number 13, the cooperatives bill, National Assembly bills number 7 of 2024, second reading division.
Sergeant at Arms, kindly ring the division bell for 5 minutes. Sergeant at Arms, you may now close the doors and draw the bars. Now, honorable senators, before we do the actual voting, kindly log out. Just pull out your cards from the delegates unit. And Sergeant at Arms, just go around and pick the unattended cards. Sergeant at Arms, if you're ready, let me know. Sergeant at Arms, are we ready? Thank you. Honorable Senators, you may now log back into the delegate unit. Before you vote, allow me to put the question on order number 8. That the Senate adopts the report of the Standing Committee on Finance and Budget on the county government's additional allocations, cash disbursement schedule for the financial year 2024-2025, laid on the table of the Senate on Tuesday, the 27th of May, 2025, and that pursuant to Section 17.7 of the County Government's Additional Allocations, Section 17.7 of the Public Finance Management Act, the Senate approves the County Government's Additional Allocations Cash Disbursement Schedule for the financial year 2024-2025. Clerk, what's wrong with the system? All right, honorable senators, you may now proceed to vote. Okay, we will announce the results at the very end. We will now move to, I will now put the question for order number 9. Which is the Division of Revenue Bill, National Assembly Bills number 10 of 2025, be now read a second time. May you put the system up and running? Honorable Senators, you may now proceed to vote. Honorable Senators, we are now moving to order number 10, and I put the question that the Sports Amendment Bill, Senate Bills number 33 of 2024, be now read a second time. You may proceed to vote. Honorable Senators, will now move to order number 11. Majority Leader, kindly take your seat. I'll put the question that the Sports Amendment number 2 bill, Senate Bills number 45 of 2024, be now read a second time. You may proceed to vote. Senator Onyonka and Senator Wafula, kindly proceed to dispatch and cast your vote. Now, honorable senators, we are moving to order number 12, and I'll put the question. Senator Wakili and Senator Boni, take your seats. I proceed to put the question that the Creative Economy Bill, Senate Bill number 30 of 2024, be now read a second time. You may proceed to vote. Senator Mundegi and Senator Morango, proceed on dispatch and Honorable Senator Wafula. Honorable Senators, we'll now move to order number 13, and I'll proceed to put the question. Senator Murango and Senator Chute. That the Cooperatives Bill, National Assembly Bill number 7 of 2024, be now read a second time. You may now proceed to vote. Senator Oburu, Senator Abbas, and Senator Wafula. Proceed to dispatch and cast your vote. Now, Honorable, order Senator Mundigi and the Senator Fernandi. The result for the division are as follows. For order number 8, the ayes are 28 and the noes 0, abstention 0. So the ayes have it. For order number 9, the ayes are 28, nays at 0, abstention at 0. So the ayes have it.
A bill for an act of parliament to provide for the equitable division of revenue raised nationally between the national and county governments in the 2025-2026 financial year and for connected purposes.
For order number 10, the result is as follows. Ayes at 28, nays at 0, abstention 0. So the ayes have it.
A bill for an act of parliament to amend the Sports Act and for connected purposes.
The results for order number 11, ayes 28, nays 0, abstention 0. So the ayes have it.
A bill for an act of parliament to amend the Sports Act to create county academies of sports to protect minors in sports and for connected purposes.
The results of the division on order number 12, ayes are 28, nays 0, abstention 0. So the ayes have it.
A bill for an act of parliament to establish mechanisms for the support of persons in creative industry, to enhance the contribution of creative industry to the economy, to establish the Creatives Fund, and for connected purposes.
The resultant division on order number 13, ayes 28, nays 0, abstention 0. So the ayes have it.
A bill for an act of parliament to establish the Office of Commissioner for Cooperative Development at the national level and the Office of the County Director for Cooperatives in each county government to provide for promotion, registration, and regulation of cooperatives, to provide for intergovernmental cooperative relations, and for connected purposes.
Sergeant at Arms, you may now withdraw the bar and open the doors. Next order, clerk.
Order number 14, Committee of the Whole. The Division of Revenue Bill, National Assembly Bills number 10 of 2025. Who is helping?
Order, honorable members, and please do not leave the chamber. Let us take our seats. Majority Whip, Senator Sifuna, let us resume our seats. You will move the amendments. Yeah, move. Chairman is not there. Where are they? Speaker. All right. Honorable members, order, honorable members. Kindly let's take our seats. Senator Chute and Senator Kisang. Senator Sotsi, let us take our seats. Members, we are now in the Committee of the Whole on the Division of Revenue Bill, National Assembly Bills number 10 of 2025. We will go for division at the end, but we will first of all go through the clauses. I will start with clause number 3.
Clause 3.
Clause 3, honorable senators, I propose the question that clause 3 be part of the bill and ask the mover, the chairperson, Standing Committee on Finance and Budget, Senator Boni Halwale.
Mr. Chairman, I propose that it be amended as it is on the order paper.
I now propose the question that clause 3 be amended as proposed, and I put the question that clause 3 be amended as proposed. Division at the end. Next.
Clauses 4 and 5.
Honorable members, I propose the question that clauses 4 and 5 be part of the bill, and I put the question that clauses 4 and 5 be part of the bill. Division at the end.
The schedule.
Honorable members, I propose the question that the schedule be part of the bill and direct the mover, the chairperson, Standing Committee on Finance and Budget, to move.
Mr. Chairman, I move that the bill be amended by deleting the schedule and substituting, therefore, the following new clause as on the order paper.
I now propose the question that the schedule be amended as proposed, and I put the question that the schedule be amended as proposed. Division at the end.
Clauses 2, the title, and clause 1.
Honorable members, I propose the question that clause 2, the title, and clause 1 be part of the bill, and I put the question that clause 2, the title, and clause 1 be part of the bill. Division at the end. Now, honorable members, we are immediately going to proceed for division. Before that, I direct the bell be rung for 5 minutes for us to get the numbers to proceed to division. Sergeant at Arms, ring the quorum bell for 5 minutes. Situgenda zote.
Elegwe, hii mambo ya broad based ni vizuri. Unaona watu wa opposition wanatufanyia kazi. Sisi tunakula tu mshahara ya kule.
kitu sasa. Yeah, this thing is not there. That's it. We now have quorum members. Sergeant Arms, please close the door and draw. Close the door and draw the bar. Sergeant Arms. Senators, order, honorable members. Honorable members, check your seats. Honorable senators, take your seats. You wanna come check, Angela? Unataka kuja kuangalia, basi they are trying to check.
Unajua hivyo ndivyo ya second reading ilitufanyia. We amended as proposed. Sema tu. You can't put them together. You can't put them together. If one fails, itakuwa mbaya. Give them a choice. Wacha ikuwe 3. It's okay, don't worry. Just say don't put clause 3 in the schedule. Just put clause 3 be amended.
Clause 3 be amended. Clause 4 and 5.
Don't put them together. Usipanic, just put because Sabrina clause as proposed, apply, and then that the schedule be amended as proposed. And then that clause 3 as amended. And then aki-announce results, unaweza eka that reading. 4 and 5, the schedule. Clause 2, the title, and clause 1 be part of the bill.
Ilipotea.
Be part of the bill.
Now, honorable members, we are ready to proceed to vote. Senator Sifuna, Senator Wambua, Senator Kisang, let's take our seats. You now may proceed to log out from your stations. And the Sergeant at Arms to check away cards from unattended delegates units. Honorable Senators, log out. Order, Majority Leader. Order. So
separate the system. So I put a question, I will now put the question that
clause be amended. Okay, so, and then this would be the second question. Okay. Yes. Okay. Senators, we are now going to proceed to vote, and I'll put the question. I'll proceed to put the question that Clause 3 be amended as proposed. Clause 3 be amended as proposed. You may now proceed to vote. This one. Imefika 25. To vote. Everybody voted? Manza hayuko. He's voted. Kajwang is not in. Honorable members, we are now proceeding to the next clause, and I put the question that the schedule be amended as proposed. Order, honorable senators. I put the question that the schedule be amended as proposed. You may proceed to vote. Senator Kisang, take your seat and vote. Nimekuona.
Print majina kwanza na tuone ni nani ajabu.
Print another copy. Angela, confirm.
Be careful, kuna clause 3 mahali.
Senator Joe Newton, approach the desk to vote.
Yes, I'm at
Your name? Weka no. We now proceed to the next. I put this question on all clauses. I put the question that clause 3 as amended, clause 4, clause 5, the schedule as amended, clause 2, the title, and clause 1 be part of the bill. Honorable members, you may now proceed to vote. That's it. Ndio.
Alafu tuta announce results actually.
Order, honorable members, we now have the results of the division, and I will announce the results. For the first division, ayes 31. Order, honorable member, Senator Mofaya. Take your seat, please. These are the results of division senators. For the first division, ayes 31, nays 0, abstention 0. The ayes have it. On the second division, ayes 31, nays 0, abstentions 0. The ayes have it. And lastly, on the third division, ayes 31, nays 0, abstentions 0. The ayes have it. I now call upon the mover. Now the chairperson is present, Senator Boni Halwale. Order, honorable members, the chairperson or Senator Boni Halwale.
Everybody stand up. Mr. Chairman, sir, I beg to move that the committee do report to the Senate its consideration of the Division of Revenue Bill, National Bills number 10 of 2025 and its approval thereof with amendments. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Senators, I now put the question that the committee do report to the Senate its consideration of the Division of Revenue Bill, National Assembly Bills number 10 of 2025 and its approval thereof with amendments. Now, will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Senators, kindly don't leave the chamber. We have another division, the last one. Let's have on the Senator Chute. Senator Ososi, I don't know what the campaign you have this afternoon. Let's go to the reporting of the bill. Chairperson, Senator Sigay.
Mr. Speaker, I beg to report that the Committee of the Whole has considered the Division of Revenue Bill, National Assembly Bills number 10 of 2025 and its approval thereof with amendments.
Mover.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I beg to move that the House doth agree with the committee in the said report.
I beg your pardon?
You don't agree?
What did you say?
You don't agree? Mr. Speaker, sir, I beg to move that the House doth agree with the committee in the said report.
Now give the majority leader to move because now you are misleading us with your endorsement.
Mr. Speaker, sir, Mr. Speaker,
the mover is the majority leader. Let him do his work.
Mr. Speaker, sir, the correct reading is doth, not do.
Now
it's doth. The House so informed.
This afternoon I am not ready for any lessons. I'm not doing any lessons. Majority leader.
Aye. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. I request Senator Wambua.
Senator Wambua.
The Speaker is second.
Proceed to a seat. Senator Mboni. I propose the question that the House do agree with the committee in the Senate report. I put the question that the House do agree with the committee in the Senate report. As many as of the similar opinion say aye. Aye. As many as of contrary opinion say nay. There is have it. Over.
Speaker, I beg to move that the Division of Revenue Bill, National Assembly Bill number 10 of 2025, be now read a third time. I request Senator Githuku Kamau to second.
Senator Githuku.
Thank you, Chair. I second.
I propose the question that the Division of Revenue Bill, National Assembly Bills number 10 of 2025, be now read at that time. I thought there is a senator who wants to give an input. So I put the question that the Division of Revenue Bill, National Assembly Bills number 10 of 2025, be now read at that time. Yeah, we are going to the division. Please, sorry. Maybe you want to bring the bill. Do we have numbers or will we ring the quorum bell? For 2 minutes. 2 minutes is okay. Let's sanitize the process. Zanjeta Tams, ring the quorum bell for 2 minutes. And also, you take out the unattended cans. Meanwhile, you can now close the doors and draw the bar. And then senators, honorable senators, proceed to vote. You can now vote. No, you are not voting on your phones, kindly senators. Proceed to vote. No. Senator Chute and your group, I hope you are voting, eh? Senator Boni, you're out of order. You know, you're out of order. You shouldn't be lending to vote and being very attentive. Eh? Senator Oburu Odinga, Senator Onyonka, and Senator Mungatana approach the table. Honorable Senators, these are the results of the division. Ayes 31, nays 0, abstention 0. The ayes have it.
A bill for an act of parliament to provide for the equitable division of revenue raised nationally between the national and county governments in the 2025-2026 financial year and for connected purposes.
You can now open the doors and withdraw the bars. Honorable Senators, Honorable Senators, Senator Mofaya. Honorable Senators, we reorganize the business of the day. We defer under 15, 16, and 17. Now we go to order number 18. Clerk.
Order number 18, motion, consideration of the report of the Standing Committee on Health on a petition to the Senate by Ms. Mercy Chepchichir regarding the alleged medical negligence and staff incompetence, which led to the death of Ms. Anita Jepkorir at the Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital. Resumption of debate.
Very well. Senator Andy Gichelo. Okay. Senator Chalagay Samson.
Thank you.
Are you on the queue? Maybe on another matter?
Thank you, Chair. I don't know why Senator Sifuna is uncomfortable about nurses, yet he was proud of them the other day. Mr. Speaker, I raised to support the motion yesterday, consideration on the report by the alleged negligence of Mercy that led to the death of Mrs. Anita Chepkorir at Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital. Mr. Speaker, as I rise to support this motion, I want to pass my deepest condolences to the family and friends on the death of Anita Chepkorir, which unfortunately happened in 2021 due to medical negligence at Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital, Mr. Speaker, sir. So, Speaker, sir, remember this young girl was only 6 years old, full of life, but because of medical negligence, Mr. Speaker, we lost her. And it is because of medical negligence where the doctors at that hospital failed to locate the foreign body that had been swallowed by her, Mr. Speaker. So this is sad, and medical negligence is becoming a predominant problem, especially in our hospital institutions, Mr. Speaker. And the procedure that was performed, Speaker, did not, and in the process of doing surgical procedures, Mr. Speaker, sir, the doctors led by Dr. Odingo and the team that did the operation, Mr. Speaker, did not remove the foreign body, but they end up and accidentally removing two tooth, which they end up removing, and therefore that foreign body remained within the lungs even after bronchoscopy and thoracotomy, Mr. Speaker. They were not able to remove, and therefore with time it led to very serious pneumonia that led to the death, unfortunately, of Anita Chepkorir, Mr. Speaker. So this was clear violation. You know, under Article 43, Mr. Speaker, of the Constitution, every Kenyan has a right to affordable, quality health care. And as much as we celebrate medical practitioners in this country, they do a lot, Mr. Speaker. They do a lot in Meru County Hospitals. They do a lot in Migori, in Nandi, in Nyandarua. We know what the challenge is, Mr. Speaker. I remember and I know, in as much as we are blaming that they were medical negligence, Mr. Speaker, I know the challenges our medical practitioners go through. Some of them, like UHC, Universal Health Coverage, Mr. Speaker, some of them are yet to be confirmed under permanent and pensionable, which is still very unfortunate. Yet during the COVID-19, Mr. Speaker, they were the only people who rose and fought COVID pandemic, while the guns, the bullets, the heavy artillery stayed in barracks. But it's only the UHC staff. Mr. Speaker, I am happy that today I have seen the comments from the chairperson of Finance and Budget in the Budget in the National Assembly, the member of Aleko Usonga, that they will budget for the absorption of permanent and pensionable of UHC staff and also payment of gratuity and ensure proper and clear transfer of services of UHC staff to county governments across the nation. So that is the issue I was saying yesterday, Mr. Speaker, that let us be fair to our medical staff. So, Speaker, I once visited Maraba Sub-County Hospital. Do you realize they don't have PEEPs, protective equipments, personnel, Mr. Speaker? I visited one of the rooms which they do cesarean section at the Maraba Sub-County Hospital in Maraba Township, and it was very sad that they don't have even gloves, Mr. Speaker. They don't have protective gear, even as they perform surgical procedure of CS to our mothers across that area of Maraba. Even when you go to Nandales Hospital, come to Kapsabet, I visited even the services, even Morsoriat Sub-County. You go there, you visit the kitchen. Mr. Speaker, when I visited the kitchen of Morsoriat Sub-County Hospital, it was very embarrassing. It is very dirty. You could see cockroaches walking and doing a catwalk in Morsoriat Sub-County Hospital, where our food for the sick should be met, Mr. Speaker, even the clubs. So I know our medical practitioners will always have a challenge, especially with the issue of health in this country. Mr. Speaker, on this case of the medical negligence of Anita Chepkorir in Moi Teaching and Referral, Mr. Speaker, you have to appreciate that apart from Kenyatta National Hospital, there are other 2 referral hospitals outside the city. Is only Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital. It is very sad, Mr. Speaker, when you listen to this story, that even the Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital management and even the people who did operation led by Dr. Odingo and company did not have even the humane, that empathy towards the parents of the 6-year-old daughter, Ms. Anita Chepkorir. So, Speaker, I know, you know, in as much as sometimes some deaths are not preventable. On this case, it was preventable. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, I'm happy that the Health Committee, led by Senator Mandago, who happens to hail from the same county where this death happened, and I think at that time he was the governor of Wazingishu, because it was in 2021. So, Speaker, it is very unfortunate that there was a disjointed communication between the patient and post-care, and even during operation, Mr. Speaker. It was noted that Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital, which is one of the biggest referral hospitals outside Nairobi, have a poor record keeping. Say that the people who admitted and released the girl, Mr. Speaker, did not even, there was no proper trailing of the records since when the patient was admitted, during the surgical procedure, during the recovery period, and even during post-care and after-care, after the patient was released from the hospital. It is very embarrassing. With the era of technology, I would have expected Senator Mandago-led Health Committee to indicate that and even call out Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital for having a very poor record keeping with the current technology. In fact, these young people who are
insulting and demeaning and criticizing leaders on social media, Mr. Speaker, if we can rechannel the energy, we can give them a job in Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital to prepare health records so that we are not embarrassed by these deaths that occurred out of medical negligence. So I would have expected in this report led by Senator Mandago to indicate that Moi Teaching and Referral must be called out for poor record keeping. Because with the click of the button, with the era of technology, it should have been easy to do referrals and ensure that this patient was well taken care of. This is a death that is preventable, Mr. Speaker. It should not have happened. So in these recommendations and this lack of breakdown of communication, it should have been looked, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this issue of recovery, in fact, when you read the report, Dr. Odingo and company, and even aftercare services after the surgery when the young girl was released, no one did refer to the team that did the surgery. Even they didn't do even review of even doing a CT scan after the surgery. Yet the foreign substance was still within the body that later caused the pneumonia, Mr. Speaker, and later killed the young girl who was only 6 years. As we empathize and sympathize with the family, it should not happen in a modern day Kenya. You know, we can pray. The day was National Prayer Breakfast. We can pray, but some things we must do it before praying, Mr. Speaker. We must work hard to ensure that, and I hope as the committee looks at this report of the Health Committee, they should amend and ensure Moi Teaching and Referral comes up with the organized technology, savvy, proper keeping of records in the hospital, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, quickly, so that I can cede ground for my colleagues to also, it is also sad because under Article 40, human rights is a basic right, that the police by the mother, by the name Mercy Chepchirchir, was ignored. And Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital has a public relations department. The complaints and the pleas by the victim or the complainant were ignored until she had to seek refuge at the Senate, Mr. Speaker. We must be told, I expected in this report by the health to recommend administrative action against public relations office of Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital in Eldoret to tell us why did they ignore. So, Speaker, imagine you are a parent. All of us are parents here. I don't know about Medu, but all of us who are parents, and also Senator Eddy, I'm not aware whether they are parents or not, unless they go on record to tell us they are. Mr. Speaker, all of us are parents. We know the pain of losing a child. Imagine that when she wanted to complain before the hospital, Mr. Speaker, there was no even empathy to listen to. This is somebody's child we have lost, Mr. Speaker. Therefore, I expected the Health Committee to recommend that administrative action must be taken against public relations officers and any person who deals with relations of public, Mr. Speaker, at Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital. Mr. Speaker, that is the only list we could do. I can imagine if this is Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital, how many hospitals have lost their lives? I remember a case in Isero, Mr. Speaker. There is a girl who delivered properly in Kabiet and she was later brought to Mosoriat where she bled to death. The county government of Nandi did little or nothing to even give counseling or even that listening here for the complaint against negligence. So I want to call upon that we must be empathic, even in this report. And I hope there is members of health in this committee. So Speaker, even in this report, they have not recommended for social psychological support to the parent. Because after losing the child, they can even go into stress. They can go even they can even develop some stress, and even, Mr. Speaker, they can even have suicidal thoughts. This is somebody who has lost a child, Mr. Speaker. So I hope in the future, and this is my advice to the committees, Mr. Speaker, you are aware in the Constitution, you are one of the long-serving members of Parliament in this House. The Senate and Parliament enjoys the High Court status. So whenever we make recommendations, we must make recommendations like the High Court. So Speaker, let's quickly go to the recommendations that this committee did develop. I'm happy, but I'm sad. What the committee recommended is sweet and sour. like a Chinese dish, trying to run away from this responsibility and then apportioning blame. So, Speaker, the reading of Section 20 of the Medical Practitioners Dentist Act, Cap 253, Section 20 as revised in 2012 and 2019 is very clear on disciplinary procedures. One of the grounds, Mr. Speaker, is you can caution, you can issue caution, or you can reprimand. You can also, Mr. Speaker, order remedial cases for doctors or medical practitioners. I expected, after the procedure was done, Mr. Speaker, do you know 2 procedures was done? Trichotomy and another one related to brachiotomy, Mr. Speaker. 2 was done, but they never removed the foreign body. It means the doctors led by Dr. Odingo and company, that the surgical team, Mr. Speaker, they must be ordered to go back for remedial training. Because after 2 procedures, they could not trace the foreign body in that young girl. You can imagine the pain that she underwent during surgical process, Mr. Speaker. So one of the recommendations, which I didn't see after Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Council did not notice, to recommend the remedial. Because, God forbid, how many patients has gone through their hands and negligence as this, Mr. Speaker. Even they were supposed to even suspend the license of these doctors and medical team that including nurses, Mr. Speaker. They should even have what we call penalties and fines, because under Section 20 of Medical Practitioners and Dentists Act, Cap 250 and 2 revised in 2019. And I know Senator Dr. Boni Khalwala understands this. There must have been proper, Mr. Speaker, penalty. We should have had a fine against this medical team. One is caution, another one is reprimand, another one is even I would have expected approbation. They should have done approbation, Mr. Speaker, for this medical team, including the team leader, Dr. Odingo and company. They should have been taken for probation even 6 months for remedial courses, and also being supervised by Kenya Medical and Dentist Practitioners Council, Mr. Speaker. So that we are certain, if today this report is public, if today a patient is supposed to go through under procedure of a team led by Dr. Odingo, do you still, Mr. Speaker, have the confidence that the procedure will be successful, Mr. Speaker? So the reading of Section 20 on medical and practitioners dentist Act 253 is very clear on disciplinary. I would have expected that this should have been done. Mr. Speaker, number 3, establish clear protocols of surgical procedure. I agree that they must be clear so that, Mr. Speaker, I'm told in the second operation, and whether Senator Khalwala will tell us this, in the second operation, there was no consent from the family or the guardian. They did second operation without the consent of the family. This is a clear violation and a clear criminal medical negligence, Mr. Speaker. How can you perform a procedure without the consent of the guardian or the family? The law is very clear. And that is why I'm saying Section 20 of Medical Practitioners and Dentists Act, Cap 253, should have come heavy with big and ensure that there was at least proper punishment. But saying disciplinary procedures to be reviewed, investigate professional conduct, Mr. Speaker says that after the disciplinary action, the only recourse is after 30 days you can appeal to High Court, Mr. Speaker, as per the law. And therefore, I think that on the issue of medical procedures, surgical, it must be followed so that we ensure that critical medical procedures are all taken care of. I hope this medical negligence of Anita should be the last one. You saw Dr. Chacha of Kenyatta National Hospital. He was a doctor in Kenyatta National Hospital, but he could not be treated because he doesn't have money. Yet he is the doctor who was doing, who was working in Kapsabet, not Kapsabet, Kenyatta National Hospital referral, Mr. Speaker. When you look even at the patient advocacy, I disagree with this recommendation. You cannot tell us that the patient advocacy, that Moitichinga Referral Hospital should have been the one to advocate for the rights of the victim. Yet we know very well this is a conflict of interest direct. How can you expect an advocate, patient advocacy within, Mr. Speaker, to come up and support, Mr. Speaker? So, Mr. Speaker, this motion and this report, I agree with recommendations, but we must be in future ensure, and I want to appeal to Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Union, KMPDC, must come back and ensure that they arrest the rising cases of criminal medical negligences in our facilities, Mr. Speaker. We are losing so many mothers during CS procedures in most of our facilities. When my mother goes to give birth, you are told she underwent a CS, then complications arose, then they die, Mr. Speaker. It cannot be. The KMPDC must come to the rescue of Kenyans. I know in every profession there are crooks and within the profession, including even my own profession of the Law Society, even in engineers, even in doctors and medical practitioners, even in structural engineers. But we must punish so that we don't lose lives. You know, Mr. Speaker, and I've been saying this. You know, when you're handling human life, it is so sensitive. Because when you lose somebody, you never recover them. Other things, like when a building collapses, you can rebuild. When a road stalls, you can rebuild, Mr. Speaker. So even as we pray for this nation, in the National Prayer Breakfast, we must confront serious challenges that is facing this nation, including medical negligence, including corruption, including bad governance, including poor development, Mr. Speaker. And that is why you can see, Mr. Speaker, the governor of Trans Nzoia was charged the other day, and one of the court orders say you cannot access the office. Today he was in office. So there is impunity in this country. He was in office, saying Odoma Mashinani office. Yet the courts rule in the court order that he should not step in the office of the governor until the corruption allegation of 1.2 billion is cleared or is upheld, Mr. Speaker. This is a country of impunity, where somebody wakes up, Mr. Speaker, and I want to thank the president because he was gracious today. I would have expected my majority whip will do that, but let me do the honors. I want to thank the president for requesting for forgiveness from Tanzania, from our neighbors, including Uganda, and also for forgiveness from Gen Zs, Mr. Speaker. It takes a real leader to request for forgiveness. And I can assure you, and I want to call upon that now that the president has requested and prayed that we forgive each other, as a nation we forgive each other and move forward, Mr. Speaker, so that we can have one nation. I want to appeal to Tanzania's members of parliament that even if English is not their priority, they should not also insult us in Kiswahili. Also telling them, let us have one united East African nation where we are proud of, Mr. Speaker. And that is what I want to appeal as we go into the future. With this motion, Mr. Speaker, let us ensure that we finish issues of medical negligence in this country. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for that indulgence, and I support this motion on this matter, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Next is Senator Okech Endi.
I thank you, Mr. Speaker. And this is one of those hardest motions to contribute to. Because, Mr. Speaker, one life lost in the hands of caregivers, in the hands of places of recourse in a country like Kenya today is way too many. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, allow me to, above everything I'll say today, to first of all pass my deepest condolences to the family of Miss Anita Chepkorir, who died in Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital, unfortunately, in the hands of caregivers. Mr. Speaker, I must say that one of the people that I celebrate the most in our borders, because I've been in the hands of caregivers, of doctors, of nurses, of clinicians who have worked tirelessly to make sure that when we get into those states of sickness or in hospital, we come back home safe. I think that what happened at MTRH is very unfortunate, because there are those caregivers who work every single day to tirelessly make sure that we are safe as Kenyans. And they do this with zeal and zest. And sometimes, Mr. Speaker, even despite the fact that our country hasn't given them the best compensation, support, and care to even sometimes be able to get the same medical support that they give us. Mr. Speaker, you will understand that doctors today in Kenya sometimes cannot even afford the insurance to be able to get the health care that the people that they give do get. So in no way is this a small matter. And Mr. Speaker, I'm drawn to the attention of this petition by virtue of the petition was actually not a random petition. This petition was sent to this House by one Ms. Mercy Cherono, who actually reported to the Senate of Kenya on this issue on 10th July 2024. That was last year when this petition was brought to us. So first of all, I want to thank her, because without her, we could not have been able to know what happened to this promising soul of Miss Anita, who unfortunately lost her life in the course of getting attention at the MTRH. But Mr. Speaker, what is even more wanting that today I wanted to talk about is how many people and how many cases, perhaps, Mr. Speaker, are unreported. How many deaths could we be having in our different institutions and medical facilities that are not reported? Mr. Speaker, I had an advantage of studying in the US. And in the US, every year, on average, you will find about 600,000 cases of deaths reported in hospitals that